Give it a second.
Oh, okay. I was saying it still says schedule. I was like, did you click it twice?
I don't understand why even at the first of the year we can't just come on, just smiling.
Oh, why can't we?
There was No, see, we come on and we can't just be like, hi, everybody. There always has to be a discussion. It's always something, very much something every time I talk to you. That's what
Are we always discussing something because you like to talk?
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. How are you doing? I don't know why I am constantly bullied on the internet. I'm like Kev on stage. I'm constantly disrespected on the internet.
Bullied?
I'm constantly disrespected on the internet.
I don't know the true definition of that word because people be using that word so much now. I feel like it don't mean what I think it means.
Disrespect?
No, bully.
Oh. Well, you know, everything is being redefined in this day and age. It's just whatever anyone feels in their spirit, and we all have to accept that as their truth.
That's the new definition.
And we have to accept it as your truth. And I'm just like, I'm going to stay inside. I'm going to stay inside so I don't get canceled. I mean, it's inevitable that I get canceled, but let's just try to delay it. While Shay yells at Titan, let's greet people in the comments.
Nah, that's Cleo. It's like Cleo been barking at everything and everybody. I don't know.
He said it's a new year and I'm going to raise my voice.
We got new people in the complex or what, but she ain't having it. She like, y'all need to go back to where y'all came from. It was only
Cleo's raising her voice. Speaking to her, Cleo. That's what I'm saying. Hello, good evening. Good New Year's. Vina's here. Michael is here. Happy New Year to you too, Michael. Tina H. Wow, surprise Prince. Shay, do we know Tina?
Yeah, she's been here before. Yeah,
great. Hello, Tina. Welcome back. It's so good to see you again.
I feel like that's a new avatar, though. I don't feel like that's the same avatar. I feel like that's new.
Okay.
I feel like I haven't seen a sunflower avatar.
Tina, don't be offended. The truth is, I don't have a good memory, and that's why I keep Shay around. Shay is my memory. It's the truth. And she has fully accepted the responsibility of that. She never complained about it. She just stepped into her role, and we appreciate that. Get people who just step into their role in your life. Just get people like that. Hey, it's Day. Is this Dejana?
Yay!
New avatar.
New channel. Who this? Somebody started their channel on the first of the year.
Hey! Yes, you did. What is it? Is it a booktube? Is it an author tube?
She like books, she like movies, she like writing. She gonna talk about it all. She got a 1-minute intro on her channel. Y'all should go check it out.
I know what I'm gonna do on this first brand. I love me a good intro. Come on, we got 1 minute. She said, take your time on my channel. Take your time on my channel. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Who y'all think y'all is? That's my question. Who Shay thinks she is talking to me this way when we first go on broadcast talking about did you double click?
I know what she's talking about. She probably talking about we just going live and she not here. Why you trying to act like it got anything to do with me? Nothing. Nothing to do with me. Nothing.
Britt, if that's what it is, speak and be heard. If you want the link, just say that. If you want the link, just say that, Bree. The link can be shared to you. Well, you both look terrific tonight. Well, Michael, you've always been a truth teller.
You're so sweet.
Thank you. You've always been a truth teller, and I accept that about you.
All right, I'll send it to her while you doing the comments because we know you busy.
Yes.
I said you busy. That's it. See, you was ready for something else.
But I didn't do it, and you still made this be a moment, even when I
knew you was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna do that. I could tell by your face. You like look like wait.
You didn't. So
because I was never going to. You just be thinking the worst of me sometimes.
But I did it because you did it, and now we're still somehow. Oh my goodness!
It be hurting my feelings. Brie, I sent the link on Twitter.
Dealing with
you missed me. You ain't seen me since last year. You missed me, so it is.
Is that why you're at? Is that why you're in rare form right now?
So legitimately, I feel like I haven't seen you since like right after my birthday. So it's been like a couple of weeks. So yeah,
it really has.
Right. So
the truth is, you missed me too.
I never said I did.
No, but I'm saying that you did. I'm just actively putting it into the atmosphere.
Oh, okay.
We're all telling the truth tonight. Michael's saying we look good. You're saying you missed me. I'm saying you missed me.
Whoa! So you're not gonna say you missed me? See, this is why I don't mess with you. This is why I don't mess with you.
In 20.
See, y'all see, I clearly said I missed her and didn't have no problem saying it.
I said you missed me. You agreed.
No. You said you. I said I didn't have. Yeah, I didn't say I didn't. You know, I'm just reiterating. So you said you missed me, and I said you missed me. So clearly I said it, but you. It's cool.
It's not the same, but here's what I know. In 2022, I'm stepping fully into my Whitley, and that's all I have to say. Nobody wants you. It was Cleo.
You can be Whitley. You can be Whitley, you know, because I feel like I'm Kim. And so, you know what? Like, you know, Kim kept Whitley in check. That was what she was there for. And we love Kim for it. And we love Kim.
Listen, I'm not going to hold you. I love Kim. Beautiful, dark-skinned Black woman.
Man,
educated, get it.
Definitely one like Black woman from my like childhood that I saw on screen that I would like love to just meet and just tell her that she impacted my life with her character.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You don't know, but you impacted my life, and I'm so glad that you were in the position that you were in to be that
100%.
For sure.
Hey, Bree. Thank you, Vina. It's the energy for me as well. I have energy juice. Energy.
I know. I'm just awake.
Never come. Okay, great. I was like, I don't think sure. Great.
I was like, I feel like I've seen Tina H before, but
I know I've seen a Tia, but I don't recall a Tina. Silent viewer for a couple of months. You never know.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That is definitely me.
Okay, missing you. Oh, thank you. Listen, I don't have to put you in time out for 2 minutes, but don't be talking about no Jamal on my channel. Because the truth is this. Y'all are walking by faith. We've met Jamal for 5 minutes, and y'all have all these hopes for this boy who you don't know. It concerns me, but I'm going to let you make your own decisions. So, we don't have to bring this shit boys over here.
On, you know, falling in love with potential. I don't want to talk about that.
All I'm saying is that's what I'm seeing en masse, and it concerns me. It concerns me, but I'm gonna let y'all do what you want to do. In the meantime, I cannot believe we've only been live for less than 10 minutes. We're doing good. She's kissed Julius before, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. If we're counting kisses, Julius still has more kisses. All I'm saying. So, let's get into a sprint.
I mean, all I'm saying is you don't kiss everybody you end up with.
And that's on Little Life Lessons. Okay. New year, new you. How do you feel about writing in 2022? Did you see me bust a rhyme just real quick? Just a little rhyme. A little ring think. A little shroom bam bam boom.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I see. You got the U and the two, and you put it together.
It was right there. I mean, it's just amazing.
I love it.
Okay, we're going to start off with a 20-minute just to get our heads in the game. Just to get our heads in the game. Grab your laptops, y'all. We are writing in 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn in pages.
Ain't that when you read?
Yes. So rather than turning, you will write those words right now. Good day. All right, y'all. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Because I know sometimes my computer be tripping when I be typing. Okay. How did that sprint go for y'all? I did a little bit of tweaking to my outline, and then I started writing on chapter 2 of this project that I'm working on. How did the sprint go? Oh, and I'll answer the question later. Shay, how did that sprint go for you?
The truth is, your girl went to cook her food. Truth is, your girl started reading a book. Truth is, your girl didn't write a word, but she plans to one day. That's all I got.
Okay.
That's what happened. This food is hitting though, if anybody was wondering.
Feed yourself. Okay. New year, new you. How do you feel about writing in 2022?
I'm excited. I feel like I'm going into 2022. So hard to say that. I'm going into 2022 better than I went into 2020 and into 2021. I feel like, if I'm being honest, this is the first year that I feel confident in my writing, and I feel like this is the year, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like the last 2 years were kind of like laying the groundwork. I like learned a lot more mechanics in writing. I learned a lot more of like editing my work and how to make it better and things like that. So I feel like this will be the first year that I will consider myself a full-time writer, if that makes sense. Like, me actually trying to like make it a thing. So I'm excited. Girl, no, I can't. No, I can't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. My sister can sing, but like, I thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're talking about the comments. Yeah, I feel really great about 2022 as well. I'm like, wow, like really the same. Like, I feel like, I mean, I'm not a full-time writer because I have 2 different jobs, but I do feel like this could be the year that starts me towards that career. I don't know that I ever want to be only a full-time writer. I think I always want to be in the classroom or classroom adjacent. But a professional writer at least. So I think this is a year where I could land my agent and I could really start making those final revisions to the book that doesn't feel like spinning my tires in the mud. So I'm really, really excited about 2022. I'm excited about the projects that I'm working on this year. I'm just excited about 2022 in general. So about writing in 2022. Yeah,
And
I'm like, wow, this is gonna be a good
I
year.
was like excited for the other years, but like not in the way I am this year. Like, this year feels different. So
right, feel more ready because, like you said, we learned all these lessons. Like, Shay and I were talking right before we got on, and author mentor matches. The submission window is opening up January 12th through the 14th. So if you are looking for mentorship, try AMM. Go on their website. Definitely, all the wish lists are up for the mentors who are participating. So definitely go check it out. It's very much like Pitch Wars in that you can apply to 4 mentors and et cetera, et cetera. So if that's something that you're looking for, mentorship, definitely go on AMM and look. And Alexa Dunn, I believe, is the one who started that and runs it still. So anyway, I was working on another project, not hashtag First Fantasy. I was working on another project that I finished the first draft of. And I was talking to Shay and I was like, yeah, do you think I might just like go through and change this thing that we had been speaking about? And then I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. The deadline is next week. I already have this draft. Let's just leave it at that. And if there's any revisions to be made, then I can do that with a mentor. I can do that after I know that that's not a program we're participating in. And I'll just do it later when there's not a lot of stress. And like that right there is a whole 2021 lesson because I was constantly trying to change things to the last minute. And then I would get into something and it would be like, well, which version did you like? Because I've gone through 7 since I submitted it to you. So like now this year, I am taking my time. I am choosing very strategically when to work on a project and what to do with it. And I am allowing myself to be excited to work on and to do research for other projects while I am at strategic halt for, other things that I have in the work. So that's already helping me to like not be as anxious about everything, because I'm not constantly up against the time clock. I allow myself to be ahead of schedule, and I just stop until then and wait and see. So already, I think that's part of why I feel excited about 2022, is because I know that there are just certain mistakes that I'm not going to make again. And that is exciting all on its own. Shay, you about to say something?
That, but also I wasn't sure if it was before that comment or not. Yeah, I think it was before that comment. Somebody had asked us about academic writing, I feel like.
Oh, I went up to the top. That's at the bottom.
Okay. All right. I seen somebody ask, and I was like, "Where is that?" So sorry.
Yeah, at the way down. Okay, we're gonna get to it. Denise, excited to get back into it. Writing 2 large research papers at the end of December made me not want to open another Word document. Girl, I feel you. 2022 is the year of Venus getting back into writing. Yes, do it. Did your first beta for an author, and that was a cool experience. Cool. It's definitely always an honor to be invited into someone's writing process. I got plans to finish the first draft of one novel, 172 pages in, and start working on another idea I can't get out of my head. I know you can only see a sliver of this cork board, but it's huge. And there's another one on the back of the door that's full. So yes, I definitely know about projects that you can't get out of your head and that you just have to do the most for. And Shay can tell you that I've been doing the most for this #third fantasy research. And I've been blowing up her line about it as well. So listen, that's what CPs are for. Hey, Britt and Shay, have you ever had experience in publishing academic papers for journals? Trying to publish, but I don't understand the process. Nope. That is something that I have not. Shay.
I was gonna say yes, but not journals. It was just like just academic writing for a symposium when I was in undergrad. But I was doing it through the Lewis Stokes Alliance for Minority Participation. So I feel like that is a lot different than just doing it in your major, if that makes sense. Like there were a lot more people that had their hands on it and what to do. And I was just kind of giving instructions on how to do the thing. So to say, I don't think I'll be as much help in that endeavor. But I could definitely reach out to some people for sure, because I know a lot of people who have been published. I'm just not in journals like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that if you're in school, then you should definitely talk to your advisors, because they're gonna have the best and most up-to-date advice on how you might want to go about trying to submit something, especially if it's not a solicited paper. They'll be the best to tell you how you go about submitting something to a journal, because every journal submission is different, and depending on what you're doing, some things they won't allow you to unless it's solicited. That is the end, a little bit beyond my knowledge about publishing in journals. I have not done that.
Yeah, and mine was totally in STEM, so I know STEM is different. Like I know most of our stuff is like APA format and so like that's the other thing I don't. So mine is still limited to that area as well.
Yeah. Venus editing. Dejana's about to do some world building. Join the Inheritance trilogy read along the other day. Reading tonight. Reminds me I need to download that from the library. I've gotten that book from the library 3 times. But it's good, so I love it. African Violet, what's up? You're here. You want to be an academic writer eventually. Get your life. Have fun with all that research. Are you in humanities, or are you in STEM? And an academic writer, in what capacity? Like you want to be a professor, or you want to be a researcher? Like in what capacity? Which I guess depends on if you're doing it in STEM or humanities. Because most of the humanities public writers that I know are professors who are in the classroom. Whereas STEM, you could be in industry or you could be in the classroom. There's a bit more leeway with that. Marla, self-published for the first time last year. Congratulations. Happy that people enjoy my work. I hope for continued success. Go for it. Shay, could you type the name of the group that you mentioned?
It should be popping up. I had to go, but it should be popping up.
All right. Lewis Stokes aligns my participation. Cool. By the way, we definitely didn't do intros. So here's this. Hi, I'm Britt. This is my channel, Britt Writerly. It's a book and author tube where I talk about the intersections of literature and culture, which basically means I talk about the way that books represent society, culture, etc., etc. ABC 1, 2, 3, which is my new favorite thing to say. And I also do original content like poetry. I do bookish content like reading vlogs and book discussions. And I do writerly content like honest tea writing vlogs where I talk about my journey into traditional publishing as an early career, unagented Black writer. So if any of that sounds interesting, poke around on the channel, thumbs up whatever you watch. And if you feel like you like the vibe, you want to form this internet friendship, you just smash that big red button and ring that bell first of the new year. All right, so I will let my lovely co-host introduce herself.
Hey everybody, I'm Shay. My channel is Shay with the Hobbies. I write short stories, poetry, and the occasional blog post. I also crochet and talk a lot. There's a lot of discussions. We have a lot of discussions on the channel. So.
Indeed. Also, thank you for all of y'all who are in the chat. We're up to 18 for a pop-up stream. Wow, y'all really be messing with us. Thank you. Super appreciate. For those of you who are watching on the replay, thanks.
And don't forget to answer the questions.
Yes, definitely answer the questions in the comments. I want to know. And make sure whether you're watching now or on the replay that you smash that like button. Wisdom is here. Hey, Wisdom. And the humanities mostly freelance. I have a BA in English right now, but I want to get a master's in library science. Okay. Hey, Emma Ray. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I humanities and the arts. That ain't me. That ain't me.
I
got it. Y'all have it.
Yeah, I would definitely reach out to professors to understand the process so they can give you an idea of what freelance writing would look like. What I'm getting from reading this is that you want to do literary theory or literary analysis. Yeah, I would just link up with a professor so you could get an idea of what that process would look like now, and also if you want to do that long term, what that would look like and what would be required for you to be listening with the proper channels. But that's all I have for you because I haven't done it. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna put question 2 on the board. Y'all hydrate yourself, and also we haven't done this in a while, but let's do a little bit of stretching. It's the end of the day. And our body has like really been messing with us all day, like letting us do all the things that we need to do. And we want to show that appreciation. So you can just roll your shoulders, which are probably really tense. Yes, stretching. Roll your shoulders up and back. Really let that stretch happen up here, and then roll them forward. If you were rolling backward, if you were rolling forward, roll them jokers back. Just loosen it up. If you can go one at a time, you can do that. Backward and then forward. Forward and then
the way you look like you swimming is hilarious to me.
It's a backstroke, just without the arms.
That's what I'm saying. The way you was like, I was like, oh, she's swimming with her eyes closed. Okay.
I can't swim. That's the unfortunate part. Reach up towards the ceiling, up through your fingertips, and then reach to your left. And you should feel that stretch on your right side, right up here. Reach, reach, reach. Pull up. Reach back towards the ceiling. Long spine. Breathe in. And breathe out and reach to the right side of the room. Get a good stretch in your left side. Breathe in. And out. And just shake a little bit.
I was distracted how by the inside of my arm and your arm look like the same color. I was like, really? This is what being black is. Like, wait a minute now.
Colors.
Colors.
Okay. All right. We'll do a little bit more stretching at the end of the next sprint, but we just want to get back into stretching. We want to stretch in 2022. We already feel good about it. We want to feel good in our body. All right. We're going to do a 30-minute. And I usually ask this question first, but since it's the new year, I wanted to ask you question number 1 first. So, what you writing tonight? And we're going to do a 30. We're going to use Breeze. Timer. Also, LOL that Bree asked for the link and just disappeared.
No, I meant to type it in the private chat. She sent me a text. She's doing something, but she's coming as soon as she's done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, she's coming. She sent me a text. I meant to. My food was done. I was in the room because my phone was on the charger.
I was
like, I can't hear it cooking no more. So I came in and it wasn't no more water in the pot. So it meant that I had waited too long. So your girl got distracted. But yeah, Bree said she coming.
Okay. All right, y'all. Whether you are world building or getting somewhere then or outlining or just daydreaming the greatness you see for yourself in this year, y'all get it together. Gather yourself, hydrate yourself. And in 3, 2, 1, y'all write them words. I did it right this time. I just want that to be known across the internet. Sorry, I was fiddling with the timers. Bree's here. Hi. You look.
I showed up as I am. The church say, "Come as you are," and so does the sprints. Amen.
Amen. Amen. It's
Adding
good
to
to
the
see
book of
you.
Britt. Yes, it is. It is so good to see
It's good
you.
to see y'all.
Y'all about to head out? I came in at the end, didn't I? Y'all last sprint and
No, we
shit.
got another sprint,
Nope.
don't we?
Yes, we do. We have 2 more sprints. We're going to try to do another 30, and then we're going to close with a 20 from Lazelle's channel.
Okay.
Are you sure?
No.
I think we're
definitely
doing one more sprint. I don't know why she's talking about 2. We're doing one more.
I didn't look at the clock. That's why I have to tell Shay my plans, and Shay will uphold them.
Yeah, so
I
we're
was
doing
here for the
more
2 more. I was here for the 2 more.
We
Really.
could do 2. They can't be one. They have to be 20 minutes. We can't do 2 30 minutes.
No, it was gonna be a 30 and then like a 20 or maybe a
But
15
that's an
or
extra
maybe
hour.
a 10. Right. So we're gonna let the spirit lead. We're definitely gonna do a 30 next, and then we'll see where time is after the 30. And then if we have time, we may close with a 10. But if that's not possible, it's not possible. But Shay's writing sprints are coming back next week. So y'all gonna see us again.
Yeah. All the sprints everywhere.
You get a sprint. You get a sprint.
Yeah.
All the sprints.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do 2 vlogs right now.
You got that. Yeah, you got that.
Mm-hmm. One vlog is for 1 book, another one is for 5. And I got some stuff with me to do it. Like, I came prepared to Aruba, but I'm like, how did I tell myself how I would divide it? I can't remember. I think I wrote it down somewhere, maybe.
Did you see my message on Instagram?
You sent me a message?
I sent you a voice message.
Shit. All right, hold up. Let me mute myself.
Okay. How'd that sprint go? It went fine for me. I was writing. This is my first time working on a project that I actually outlined fully. So I'm just like, we'll see how that goes. And I was expecting it to for the writing of it to be really, really quick, but it's not. I'm not even sure how many words I wrote that sprint. Y'all know I don't like tracing my words like that. But it's not that the writing is going slowly. It's that when I'm pantsing stuff, I just go. And it flows. When I'm actually like, okay, what needs to happen next? Okay, let's think about how to do that. It just takes me longer. But it's not like it's taking 5 years or anything. I'm on chapter 2. This is a scene that needs to happen. So even though it seems to me that I'm producing more slowly, it is more intentional. So we're just gonna play this out all the way to the end so I can fully compare the experience. I am making myself commit to going by the outline. Now, if something changes in the outline, that's fine. But I'm not gonna just throw it all away and start pantsing just because I'm I want to go faster, because quality over quantity. So that's how it went for me. I am working on #3rd fantasy. I skipped #2nd fantasy because this was just boiling in my mind. I needed a break from being so close to the characters of #1st fantasy, and the characters in those 2 fantasies are very closely related. So we skipped and we're going to 3rd fantasy. It's all good. It's not serial. Shay, how'd that sprint go for you? And what are you writing tonight?
I'm not writing nothing tonight. I'm reading. I'm on chapter 11 of 100,000 Kingdoms. Page 117 in the omnibus. But
okay.
I am gonna switch to a little bit of planning and coloring in this next one. I'm gonna be listening to the audiobook instead of physically reading. But yeah. So yeah, I won't be writing tonight, but what I'll be writing this year, I'm excited for. There's that.
You got it. What I really need to do is download that book. I'm gonna try to remember to borrow it from Sister Rosie. I gave her the the trilogy bound for her birthday because I got her. What I get her? I got her the Gilded Ones by Namina Forna for her birthday last year, I think, and she really liked it. So I was like, okay, let me see if you like adult fantasy or if you're just here for like the very quick, don't have to pay too much attention, YA fantasy. If you do, that's fine because her attention span is not long. So I wanted to try out some NK. And she hasn't started it yet because she basically only reads in the wintertime when she can't go outside. So we'll see if she'll take this winter season to read and how she likes it. But for sure, I'm about to have to borrow that book from her, like the physical one, because I've already listened to the 100,000 Kingdoms like twice, I think. And I want to do a physical read because there's just so much. Right. I want to look at it. So I want to read stuff. So I'm going to get it from her on Sunday if I remember. Okay. Comments. Marla Morris. Do y'all hear that static?
Yeah, I hear it.
Bree, do you hear that? Okay.
I don't think it's static. I think it's like a fan. Do you got a fan going, Bree?
Oh, is it a fan?
Is it me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How did that thing go? Am I the drama? Am I the drama?
Yeah, I just thought it was a fan.
The villain. That's hilarious.
I told you, Shamla. I told you.
Oh my gosh, let me get to these comments. I don't even know what you're talking about. Marla is working on her next book. Okay. In the first part where the characters and setting are being introduced, world building. Man. Kay Lee slid through to pop that like button. Wait. Slid through to smash that like button. Words. Thank you. Dejana, working on world building for my first fantasy series. Been creating the Pantheon the last few days on the bad guys right now. Good villains are so important.
And it looks so cute. She's been posting pictures on her Instagram stories. And I was like, ooh, is it where you get this journal from? And she was like, girl, I made it. I was like, what? You made it? You made it? Yeah, you girl, she be fancy.
Come on.
Fancy, girl.
I need to follow you on Instagram, clearly, because I'm missing everything. I didn't know you had a channel. I didn't know you were making villains. I'm out of the loop.
People are living their lives.
It's true. It's true. Abigail Joanna. Hey, Abigail. Shay, do I know Abigail?
No, I don't think I've seen Abigail before. Hey, Abigail.
Welcome, Abigail. Nice to meet you. Thanks for popping in. We hope to see you again. Journaling for tonight, breaks from reading. Take your break. Bree Murray says, hi.
Hello.
Okay, finished editing the video. Good for you. Bree, Venus said, did you finish the buddy read? Killing it with the vlogs. Tina.
The thing is, no, I'm still annoyed with that one character. I literally have 30 minutes left to read it, y'all. 30 minutes is what my Kindle say. And I'm like dragging feet down the street, apparently.
I've been there. When characters
I'm
are
not
going,
reading 100,000 kingdoms without a sprint. Sorry, this ain't the month for it. I need the sprint. Because if you leave it up to me,
they're doing sprints every Saturday.
That's why I'm coming in.
Amen.
I do think I need to maybe sometime this Friday I'll try to get at least 2 hours more of it in because I was late to y'all first sprint. I don't even remember how late I was.
Oh,
but I was late.
We doing them every week, so like you got time.
Yeah, but I want to be on the chapter time, like.
So everybody's on different chapters.
Damn.
Like even when we did the sprint in the Discord earlier this week on Tuesday, like some people had just started, others on like.
There was a sprint in the Discord.
I'm not even in the Discord. My goodness.
God. I didn't even know we had a Discord.
Literally, I'm like, that is the thing. I'm out of it.
Damn. I had one job. I'm a fake friend.
So if you were in the Broken Earth trilogy read along, it's the same Discord that
I wasn't in that one because I didn't do it.
Okay.
Me neither.
I wanted to in my spirit. In my spirit, I wanted to do it.
I really did because I need to read through that series with people because there's just a lot going on. It's very sci-fi, and I'm not into sci-fi. I want to read it, but I need someone to help me along. So I should have read it with y'all, but I wasn't in the right spirit, so I missed it.
My spirit wasn't taking me where I needed to be.
Couldn't go.
My spirit was letting me down.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to start this book until Sunday because there's a 2-week hold on this 100,000.
And that's what it said when I put in mine for Dead Until Dark, and I just got it today. So you never know.
Okay, I'm gonna look on my Arkansas library as well. But Nahado, I love Nahado.
Love Naha. Love Naha. Love some Naha. And I told you, I promise, like, tell me if you go to sleep tonight. If you don't finish the book, I feel like it's because you chose not to and you forced yourself, not because you didn't want to.
Okay, there's a ebook available of it. So I'll get that. So I can start, because at least that'll give me some flip time. Amazon password, y'all are doing too much. Okay.
You gotta get the Kindle version.
It is. That's why it's asking me for my password, and I'm just like, it's still me. So why do you need this? It's feeling like a trap.
Because the app isn't connected with Amazon.
It is.
No, it's not.
What?
It's not. I'm telling you, it's not, because I have to log in every time I get an ebook. It won't, for some reason, it won't like connect and let you stay connected. And I think it's because they're not integrated together.
I'm talking about Overdrive.
That's what I'm talking about too.
Oh.
Like your Amazon account isn't connected to Overdrive. That's why they make you log in every single time you
every goddamn time.
That's hard. Because life is hard. Okay.
It's just a hate crime.
Oh my gosh, I didn't want to say it, Britt. I didn't want to say it.
Literally.
Hello. He's still making you mad. Okay, talking to Britt. Rachel. Hello.
Rachel. Is that not Kendra? Am I tripping? Is that not KJ? It's cool. I did that the other day, thinking somebody was somebody, and they were somebody completely different. So we all do it.
In my head, we've always been Rachel.
Totally be right, but
it's unlikely. It's unlikely with the names.
Rachel.
In my head, it's always been Rachel. So, listen, if your name is actually KJ, let me know. That's an amazing name. I love it. It's very funky. It's giving. So if your name is KJ, I can make that switch. I'm amenable. Let me know. I'm not mad at KJ. I could absolutely make that switch. Discord sprints on Tuesdays. Okay. Shay, you're correct.
She is KJ, Kendra, K, whatever.
I know I'm forcing I know it. I know, because I was you. I was in your spot once. I started the book and I was like, this is not what I thought I was. This is a guy, and it's the outer. You went to it, and then I devoured.
Are we talking about the bathroom scene? Because
the fact that they were having sex with a ghost. It was a ghost, not you getting off to a ghost. Loved it.
Pretty.
But also was like, is this consensual? It was dubious.
Like I definitely read her books out of order. Had I known, I totally would have read the Inheritance trilogy first.
I did read it first. Absolutely, I did.
I'm just saying this. I was like, is this, what is it? Ethereal being? Is that the word? Putting it on somebody without really not being there? But everywhere you move, I move just like that.
When you move, I move.
That scene forever lives in my brain rent free. And I forgot about it because it was tucked until you just said bathroom scene. And I said, my antennas went, wait a minute. Because while I'm reading it, I'm like, Bree, why do you not know nothing, girl? You know nothing. And then
I was like,
I'm just saying,
19-year-old me would have never been that brave in my life. Nope.
I'm 26 years old and it's still gonna be a no for me, Bob. It's a
listen,
no.
Joplin's Ghost by Tanana Reeve Do. People sleeping on it. I'm sleeping on it too because if everyone knows me, when a book is so damn good, I struggle to finish it or if I'm annoyed. That's the two reasons why I can't finish the book.
Same.
And y'all, the way that book has been having me in a chokehold, I need to finish.
That's why I haven't picked up Redemptor again. Is because I'm like, but it's gonna end. It's
gonna end. Redemptor, I hate that I finished that book. I kept going. I said, this ain't fair, man. And then I kept reading it and I was like, okay, part 3 coming out. This is a trilogy. I found out it was a duology. I was devastated.
That's why I've been like, I'm not gonna do it.
I said, wow, this is like Trump being in office again. I'm devastated.
Girl.
What happened? What'd you say?
I was devastated. I felt like Trump being in office again. That's how the devastation hit me.
Yeah,
I said like, 0.2 in an orange carrot. 0.2.
Stop it. Yeah, no. Okay, so in case you missed it, her name is not Rachel, but she is amenable to using it as a pen name. And in which case, you're welcome. KJ.
Not a pen name.
You know, I give gifts freely.
Ray Bear is amazing. Ray Bear is beyond good. Ray Bear is an amazing book of perfection that you didn't think could be followed up with another amazing book, and yet she did it.
Jordan needs to get all her flowers while she's living and breathing right now.
I said it and I meant it. Like it is. I am glad that I'm alive in a time where her books are being published, so I can tell my grandkids. I remember when this book came out.
Amen.
Your girl was reading it. You have
because not only is the writing fan fucking tastic, the story and the characters are as well. Like how you 2 for 2 us? Usually it's 1 for 2.
Yeah. And we're seeing a lot of
2 us like this on Beyonce's internet.
And on both books. Like you did fall off in book 2.
So we be all night. You writing all night? Love.
You know what? KJ, that's literally what I was about to say. We're seeing a lot of Black debuts that are maybe 1 for 2 or whatever, where it's like they come out really strong with this really splashy debut, and you get the second one, and it's like it did all right, sure. It's a 3, solid 3, but the first one was like a 5 with exclamation points, and so you're just like, did you get psyched out, or is it because we're in the middle and it's a trilogy? Like, there's always a little bit of like, and just so you know, Shay is the only reason why I give that grace, and I still kind of don't. But I at least mention it on the internet to other people, so other people can give that grace. The thing about the second book being this technically the saggy middle, and so it's always gonna be blah 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 blah. Sure.
Listen, as our great uncle Snoop, the dog, says, that motherfucker don't miss. We talking about Jordan Ifeko. I also feel like Britt Bennett is 2 for 2. Don't sleep on Britt now.
The Mothers and what else?
Vanishing Half. She came for us twice. 2 times.
I have the Vanishing Half on the ones list of books I want to read this year.
The Mothers and the Vanishing Half was 5-star reads for me.
The only reason I even want to read The Mothers, not that I'm like it's trash, but no, I mean the only reason I know about it is because Bree did this.
My series of TikToks.
Had me screaming.
It was good. She gave
using that Tyler Perry play sound. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
Yep. Also,
It was
Alea Don
LA.
Johnson.
Yes. I
Her
just recently
debut was
finished.
fire. Her
What was it?
second book was fire.
Saints Hands. What was the book about the Saints Hands?
Yeah.
Trouble the Saints.
It's called Trouble the Saints.
Yep. So I finished that one, and I know she has another one, but like, yeah, I want to read more non-splashy Black authors this year. Like, I mean, we see there are like debuts that come
If
out and
we're
it's
being honest,
splash.
the truth is that means you can't read YA.
Yeah.
If we're
Well,
being truthful,
I
if
didn't
we're
say I
being
don't want to
truthful,
read them at all. I said I want to read
Wait, is it
more.
my internet?
Maybe. What's happening?
Is it? Shay said the truth is, and I hear nothing else after that. And then what you said before that? What you say?
I think it's you because I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't know.
can
Whatever.
you hear
I
me now?
missed a good moment.
Can you hear me now, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I said the truth is if you're gonna stop reading splashy Black titles, you'd have to stop reading YA, like debut YAs for the year, because that's really what it's been.
Yeah. Debut YA fantasy anyway. Like the other like contemporary YAs or YA
White Smoke.
romance.
Well, that's not debut, but it was still a Black book that came out.
It was a debut. Oh,
White Smoke wasn't a debut,
yeah,
but
sorry. I'm thinking about a book birthday. Yeah.
Allegedly was gold.
Allegedly was amazing.
Gold in a bottle.
And then it was like, I'ma go downhill. I'ma go downhill.
Wait a minute. The man who wrote, hold up, I'm thinking of two. The man who wrote Long Division really did his work. And was that his debut novel?
Yes. Give that man his flowers.
He did the Lord's work. That was 2 for 2. That was 2, and it was 2 for 2. There's just so many levels. It was the African American vernacular English, beautifully sewn through the literature. It was the jokes. It was just beautifully done. We gonna check out his second one. What his name? Something Cadwell. We know who I'm talking about.
Catwell Turnbull.
There we go. Really loved The Lesson. The Lesson was one of my favorite books of 2020, blah, 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 21. Couldn't remember. But then No Monsters, people are telling me it wasn't good. And I'm feeling some type of way. Haven't read it yet.
Here's the
so
thing.
1 for 1.
Here, I had an arc of No Gods, No Monsters. And I think the thing is, good night, Tina. Thanks for coming.
No, it's I'm talking about her debut novel, Vina, not the Summer Prince. I wasn't talking to. I don't think I even said the Summer Prince. I haven't even read the Summer Prince. Huh?
We were talking about Trouble the Saints.
We were talking about Trouble the Saints as her recent book.
Mm-hmm.
Not as her debut book.
Yeah, we were talking about YA fantasy debuts.
Nia, can you inbox me that the Gloria Naylor? Because I only have books for first 6 months that I thought about.
You're not late, Heather. You are right on your time.
Come on in.
Come on in. Take a seat. I made room for you.
Whenever y'all want to start streaming, not streaming, but sprinting, let me know. I was getting real chatty Cathy. I really apologize for that.
It's okay. Someone asked when the next sprint was, and I wasn't sure if she meant this one or like on another day, like the Inheritance trilogy. I don't know, but it's 5 till 11, and I want to be heading out by
it's
like 11.
Definitely midnight where I'm at.
Yeah, so we're gonna do one more, and it's gonna be a 15-minute. And
it's just gonna be 15 minutes.
Yes, because we're gonna do
might as well chat it up. I can read after. Fuck it.
Because I gotta be off the internet by 11:15. And that'll be 12:15 for you, or no? Yeah, that'll be 12:15 for you, Britt.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and it's a school night, so we
I'm
can't
cool
be
with
out
it.
here.
No worries.
You gonna head out? Okay,
Oh, wait a minute. Vina, didn't you said where my oh, it's dead.
a bit off topic.
I
This is
gotta
a
keep
weekly
it in my
stream.
mind.
KJ, this isn't a weekly stream. We just popped up because I wanted to get some words in. So yeah, it's just a pop up. So yeah, no, I definitely am gonna have to start reading more adult fantasy is the moral of the story, because YA is it does get more attention than adult. Like adult, you just sort of gotta
It does. Don't sleep on adult.
You gotta have your ear to the streets for adult. Like for it, like oh gosh, not Catwell. Oh, what I was gonna say about Catwell Turnbull's book, because I read the arc of it and I just could not get through it. I think you just have to set your expectations, because I think that it could be a really, really good book. Like I think it is an interesting take on monsters and monstrosities, but it's very
Isn't
literal.
that also your dissertation?
Yes.
As well. Oh, I remembered.
Look
Sorry.
at you.
I did buy 2 whole books that you recommended because of it.
What books?
Man, we were in a live show. Something about monster theory.
Oh, Jeffrey Jerome Cohen.
What'd you say?
Jeffrey Jerome Cohen.
I think that was it. And then was another one. I gotta show you when I get home. I bought 2. They're thick. They ain't small babies. They thick. And it was some black literature something book. And it's something that was in the title.
Is it an anthology? Or a collection of essays?
I thought it was a collection, yeah.
Okay. But edited by Henry Louis Gates, probably.
Probably. You said it. I said that's me now. I'm gonna get to this one day. And they were like $5 on thrift. Oh yeah,
books. It was probably yeah.
So I got them.
Yeah, it was very literary. So I just wasn't prepared for that, and I wasn't in the mindset for
literary is too much.
That's the thing. So it's like I recognize the value of it, but I wasn't in a mind state to read it at the time that I did, and so that's why I was like, it's difficult. But I still recognize, like, I had never seen a dragon done that way. The thought about monsters being in hiding and them coming out and tying it into racial justice, like it was cool. So I think that like being in adult fantasy, doing cool things right now.
Have you read? Oh, sorry.
No, yeah.
Have you read enough of Octavia E. Butler? And I say enough, I mean more than 2 books.
No.
Damn. Okay, never mind. Because I feel that when I read Malcolm Gladwell's work, you can clearly see his influence from her work. Rather,
I haven't read exactly 2 of her works.
Okay. Do you see the similarities? I
haven't read The Guy.
You haven't read The Lesson?
Oh, you said Malcolm. You said Malcolm something.
Oh, okay. Shit. You know Gladwell. I forget his name. I'm calling the man Malcolm X. Girl, it's late. What y'all want from me?
It is late. Cadwell
called the man a freedom fighter. Lord.
Let me think. Because I haven't read The Lesson. And I stopped like 30% into No Gods, No Monsters. So, and then the books I've read Kindred from Octavia Butler, and I've read Fledgling. So
yeah, you and I talked about Kindred. We should do a live show talking about Kindred. Because I still got thoughts up in here about Dana. You know, Dana, baby. You made choices that I'm still trying to figure out why. I
think that we have to be blessed, Penumbra. Thank you for dropping a like. I think that we have, when we're talking about Kindred and Dana's choices, we have to bring the characters' choices into authorial intent, because she talks so much Butler talks so much in her interviews about the goal of Kindred and what she was responding to that she'd heard from colleagues, that these characters are acting in part according to conversations that she'd heard other people say, and she was bringing in a what if, in the same way that The Deep by River Solomon, the mythos that started it is, what if the African slaves that were tossed overboard survived and whatever, and the book all comes from a what if statement. I feel like
But
Kendrick.
yeah, I mean that typically tends to be the strain in her work. Like so you KJ Njeri from Honest Pages has done a slow read and continue to do a slow read of all Octavia E. Butler books. I read all the way up to Clay's arc, which I need to finish because I had a goal that I stopped of me and Emma Ray doing a book discussion, in-depth book discussion on each book. So Emma Ray, I really hope you still got your notes for all them books because this year I'm gonna try my best to read them. Anyway, in the series, Emma Ray, help me with the name of the series name, Lord. Anyway, the one where it's like the An and Yanwu in the first one, I'm forgetting names, and then Clay's arc and Survivor, whatever.
The
All of
Baroness.
them have a question too of like,
Mm.
what happens if X,
Okay.
Y, and Z happen? That
Right.
seems to be a trend in her literature. But it really forces you as the reader to be engaged. That's what I love about her writing. Like, you can't read Octavia E. Butler and not have some thoughts
Yeah.
after. Having thoughts while reading in the margins, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's like there's no way for you to not be an active participant in her writing. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. You really have, and it also makes you question your own biases. Because when I was teaching Kindred this summer, my students did not like Kevin from the beginning. They were like, he's trash. He didn't believe his wife when she said that she time traveled. And I was like, y'all gonna have to wrestle with some of this bias because you wouldn't have believed your partner either. You telling me you just time traveled, and I'm just like, oh, did you? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna swallow that. Like, we're reading a book. He's in the narrative. Like, we have a readership perspective where we are suspending disbelief. He can do that.
I just keep thinking about the trauma and the re-traumatization that happened throughout that book with Dana specifically. And I think about like, okay, you're traveling back in time, right? To be in so less words, I would say, caretaker of this little white boy who's your ancestor. Okay, whatever. And then him and his family is traumatizing you like a mofo. And then you going back to this white man, and then you go back and you go back to this white man, and then you go back and you go right back.
That was my student. That was one of their issues. And the thing is, though, a couple things. One, she did travel back, but I think I like better the verb snatched, because travel implies some sort of autonomy. She didn't choose to go back there. She never wanted.
That. I like what you did there, Britt. I'm using that from here on out. You get your flowers while you're here on earth, amen. Snatched from the comfort of her home and brought back to the white man.
It's really like a middle passage, like parallel, and one of the
amen.
Yeah, and I'm because this is the book that's grounding my dissertation. So when I'm reading all the secondary literature on it, I forget who it was that said it. He was saying like it's Butler establishing a sort of middle passage narrative for Dana, that in the same way that Africans were snatched from the shores and brought across the sea and brought here, Dana is also snatched and brought, and you can see that whenever she travels, she feels woozy. It almost mimics seasickness. And so like
exactly.
Right. And so we're seeing this snatching of her where she is forced to confront a paradox that all Black Americans have to confront, which is the fact that we, as proud as we are of being Black, as proud as we are of our family, there is more than likely sexual violence in that. And she has to confront that. And so that's the paradox, is that if she stopped Rufus, this little boy, it's not just she would never be born. She, her mother, her grandmother, her great aunt,
she got her whole family on her back.
Exactly.
But it still begs the question is, would you do it? living in your experience in 2022, would you do it? That's one of my questions.
But that's the question that Butler wants you to ask, because that's the narrative that she was hearing from her colleagues. It could have never been me.
And another question I have is, white readers who are reading this, you have to think to yourself, clearly racism and discrimination isn't over. Looking at how easy she turned into a passive, white, appealing person and didn't even need no training on how to handle white folks. Just how she did it, just so seamlessly. Didn't need to be coached. The girl was already like, all right, white folks are already starting their shit. Let me go ahead and get into this bowl. That right there, that has to be telling. No. That has to be telling.
Wait, she did have to learn some things.
She did, but it wasn't as like that would have been a white person. What? Or anybody else. It would have been a difficult transition.
But that would have been the case for any black person. Like, it's always the case that black people have an easier time code switching into mainstream whiteness than the reverse. So it's not like it was just like, oh, well, she was just an assimilationist. We all know how to code switch. And lest we forget, the first time she traveled back to antebellum Maryland, there was a shotgun pointed at her head. So it's like the stakes are high for you to figure out how to adjust quickly.
The stakes, baby.
Right. It's a moral stake. It's a physical stake. She sees the way her actions directly affect her distant family members, beyond her saying, well, theoretically, my mother will never be born. She sees her actions get people beaten, get people sold. And so I think Butler wants us to confront all of those difficulties, the moral paradox of her having to facilitate the relationship between Alice and Rufus, the paradox of her figuring out, like, how comfortable do I want to be having a relationship with Rufus? And where do I draw the line? Because she says stuff like, I won't let him hit me, not him. Because other people do put hands on her, but she's like, Rufus will never. I'd rather kill him. And eventually, spoiler alert, she does. But she was really just like biding her time. She was like, when can I do that? She was waiting for Hagar to be born. And after that, she was like, and now you're disposable, and also you're not going to touch me.
My thing is this: genius.
Yes.
OEB was genius. And to answer your question, Nia, so I read Kendrick and half of the series, and I say series because Butler said that every book in the Patternist series should have been a standalone. It could have been read alone, but I don't know. I feel like I was pretty invested in 1, 2, 3, and that's another reason why I haven't finished it. That series is not for the lighthearted. Amen.
Yeah. Butler be taking it there.
Butler be like, look, you thought you were going to come in here for a fluffy read? For just some words on the page?
Yeah.
Who do you think I am?
Yeah. The next one of hers I'm going to read is Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talents. I have both of those on my bookshelf.
Oh, you mean the one you had me start and then you stopped reading?
Huh? Wow, it's 11:11. So we definitely have to start wrapping up. Thank y'all all so much for coming. Vina, to answer your question, I was looking for Magic Dark, Magic Divine, but I couldn't find it. I shall keep looking. We didn't get to do another sprint, but that's okay. We had a great discussion. Thank you all so much for coming to our pop-up. Hopefully we'll have more writing pop-ups throughout the year so that we can hit these writing goals. All right. Outros, anyone?
Wow, the way you just swindled that. We love to see it.
You know?
Thank you all for coming to me being a part of a 1-minute sprint.
Hey y'all, it's Cashay. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We'll see y'all on Friday. Britt will be doing reading sprints probably. Or are you still doing that?
Yeah. Now that we're done with the Wings read along, we are free and under our own readerly reconnaissance to read whatever we want. I'm savage. I didn't do anything. I don't know. It was published by a smaller indie pub. Okay, I'll request it. Thank everyone for coming once again. If you haven't followed these little ladies on the screen, definitely do. They are amazing. They make amazing content. Shay will give you all the hobbies. She will give you writing sprints. She will give you maybe even a reading sprint. She will give you some crocheting sprints. She will give you some great conversations. Bree will give you amazing perspectives on books from a position of a therapist. It is invaluable. Definitely go check out her channel. Just watch it all. And she's butt-gusting hilarious. But no,
That's what they say on these literary streets.
Hello.
But I think out of all of us, Shay is the funniest. Hands
Shay
down.
Is hilarious.
Hands
Shay
down.
Is hilarious, but you gotta be in on the joke sometimes.
Huh?
Shay is hilarious, but you gotta be in on the joke sometimes, or it'll just.
You gotta be in on the joke.
There's always an inside joke.
There'd be a lot of inside jokes. There'd be a lot of inside jokes. But we all talk a lot, so there's that too. So
right. So it's like if you don't get Shay's jokes, there'll be plenty others available to the general.
Not us having a tiny bit of when Black women speak.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's a little
Whenever there's Black women, there's always going to be inside and outside. And I prefer it that way. I'm not trying to welcome everybody in.
Period.
Sorry.
Period.
Not sorry.
Period.
So y'all have an amazing night. Follow these beautiful women. Make sure that you smash that like button and ring that bell. Ring that bell. So you don't miss a single upload or live of theirs or our When Black Women Speak rotation. You got to be in the know to be in the know. All right. Y'all have an amazing night. Bye-bye.